With that being said, our first game of the evening is D-Corp. And D-Corp is available on PC and Linux. It also has a free to play demo and is $14.99 USD on Steam. It is also an early access game, so with that being said, I like to take the time to let you know that the following live stream footage of D-Corp is either an alpha version, beta version, early access, or demo of the game. Therefore, the footage you see may or may not be featured in the final version of the game. Also, there may be some noticeable bugs in the game. And I also want to take the time to thank the developers and publisher of D-Corp for providing me with a free copy of the game to play on tonight's stream. So let's go ahead. We're going to dive right on into D-Corp. And I'm going to turn on the music before I forget. Because you guys want to hear the music, I'm sure. If that is too low, let me know and I will readjust. Because on my end, it's still a little loud, but it looks like it may be a little low on the, looks like it may be a little low on OBS. So if it's low, let me know. But let's go ahead. Let's start up the game. And this is actually like a tower defense type game. It might let me go right on into, as you can see, you hear nothing. Okay, let me go back and adjust. Because I did turn it down on my end. But I forgot that I probably should have turned on, I'll set it to 60s. Because at, because it was a little loud for me. So hopefully that's better. Because it's like showing that it's not really picking up any sound right now. It's like, looks like it's being very low. So let me try something here for a second. But while I'm setting this up, I will take the time to answer the discussion question that I posted, which is, what is the best thing I've bought and the worst thing I bought? Best thing I have ever purchased was the Evercape. That is the best thing that I've ever purchased. The worst thing I've ever purchased was I was going back and forth between getting an Apple TV and a NVIDIA Shield. And I would say I probably should have went with the Apple TV. I bought the NVIDIA Shield because you could expand it. And I bought it because I wanted to start covering like mobile games. But what ended up happening is that a lot of the mobile games I wanted to play were not available on the NVIDIA Shield. So I would say that's probably my worst purchase. And as the question pops up again. So challenges. Got all the scrap, no enemies reach the recycler. Hand in 40 scrap at the same time. Do not let any turret get hit by an enemy. So as I was saying, D-Corp is a tower defense game of sorts. And you have to protect the, like you're cleaning up a planet per se. And then you have to, and that's all of the ways that they're going to come through. But you can set up turrets. It looks like I'll be getting 2 turrets, it seems like. But you can set up turrets to defend your area while you're getting the scrap to put into the scrap destroyer here. Probably should have... Oh boy. Probably should have, I forgot how to play. So what we're gonna do, because I forgot how to play, is we're gonna go back and run the tutorial real quick, because I totally forgot how to play. So we'll run the tutorial. It's not that long. I legit forgot how to play though. And this does use keyboard and mouse as well. Cause I legit forgot how to. Oops. Okay, now I remember how to play, so then after this we'll be able to... Oh, do this. Haha. Yeah, let's not do that. It is so tiny. Like I have to remember how to play. Teensy tiny. Teensy tiny. And so this is like the grinder. Yeah. Ironically, I like Dungeon Defenders. I know there's Dungeon Defenders Awakening, which I think at one point in time Dan and I were playing that too. Because Dan is the one that actually introduced me to Dungeon Defenders. And I thought it was pretty cool. Ah. And then these cat eye actually do scraps. So then you hit these and it will give you scrap. And you can drop them. So now that I know how to play, we'll probably just go into the second level. I'm pretty sure I don't need all of these, but yeah, so that's overkill. Boop! We did it! I will sign there, and we'll get to work. So now we can go ahead and do this level here. But now this is also a multiplayer type game as well. And, but it's only a local. I don't think this is online. It's only local. So you would have to use something like Steam Remote Play Together or, again, Parsec in order to play this. I feel like I should put that there. Did it not give me other? Maybe not. I'm trying to see because I think I need to get like 40 of these. So I don't want to exactly put them in yet. Do this. Nope. Did not do that right. I wonder... Yeah, no. Crap! So we have to restart the level. I goofed it. We have to restart. Yeah, the game does look cool. I absolutely, did like this. I would like to maybe put it here to where it can... like, kind of... do that. Because we don't want any of the creatures to get there. It is not, yeah, that is not the good spot for it, I see. That's not gonna be a good spot for it. Okay. I'm gonna have to, ironically, get really... and then we'll just have to move it. Cause I'm like, that's not gonna do what I want it to do. But ideally what you're supposed to do is you toss these in here. I keep not doing this right. There. I have to keep an eye on. See what's going on here. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna pick this up, right? Do that. Leave the door open. Crap. I need to get over here and I hate that it does that, like, because it'll be like, hit it. Why are you doing that? Ugh. There we go. Hopefully that'll kill it. And then we have to get like 40 of these. Okay. Put this in here. And there's no way to speed like this little guy up, it doesn't look like. So that's one thing that drives me nuts. So I can see why this would be an awesome like co-op game, Because while one person is farming the scrap, one can move the why did it do that? One can move the guns. Yeah, there we go. Think we should have this done though. So I'm like, I can see why this would be a perfect co-op type game. Because again, while one person again is doing the actual moving of the guns, yeah, I could not, you know, or like how it's like handing 40 scrap at one time. Because you can play with up to 4 different people on this. And you know, so everybody could be gathering the scrap, and then once enough scrap gets there, one person takes it and puts it in, while the other person is kind of like changing the guns. So I could totally see how this would work as a co-op game. We'll do one more level here, and then switch to our next game. Looks like we got some type of a new weapon too. Oh wait. Okay, maybe not. Let me see. Okay, so there's no way of getting up there, so I'm gonna drop these here. Wait, what does this do? Okay, I'm a little lost on this level, though. Not even gonna lie. Because it didn't explain how to use that machine over there. So I don't know exactly how to use this. Let me see. I have no idea what that even does, to be fair. Oh, that sounds rough. Aw, that's sweet. I fell down and I fall down, go boom. Oh no. I fall down, go boom. Okay, so that's what that is. Oh, this is not working out. Yeah, this is not working out. Yeah, for myself, as I stated before, for me it would be the, yeah, this is ridiculous. Yeah, now they're gonna overtake me. We'll stop the gameplay there. definitely a game you want to play with others. It does not shy away from the difficulties um, in this. But, you know, definitely, I would say it's definitely an interesting game to play. Probably, it's pretty much showing that, yeah, you're gonna want to have other people to play with. And again, this is an early access. So, one of the things that I would like to see is that when you are playing solo, that the difficulty of the game is adjusted to show that you're playing solo. Because right there, that's definitely in that particular level, the third level in the desert, it appears to be that that is a level in which you are going to need multiple players, you know. Now, I'm not saying that it can't be done solo, but I think for me personally, it would be nice to have multiple people to play with. Because the difficulty increases pretty drastically. Like the first level, when you play, it's really easy. Second level, you struggle a bit, but the third level is just really difficult. Also, I didn't know what I was supposed to do with the one machine over there and didn't know what it actually did because they didn't go through it in the tutorial, which is fine. I'm not saying that you have to, you know, stretch out the tutorial, but if you're gonna introduce new objects into the game, maybe put up like a quick screen that says, hey, to use this object, you do this. You know, this is how you're gonna use this object. You know, you don't have to go back and like change the tutorial and add extra stuff to the tutorial. You know, the tutorial was fine, but I was kind of confused. I'm like, well, what does this do? And then I kind of figured out, like, oh, if I hit it with X, you know, it loads it up. But I didn't know it stunned like the enemies, because had I have known that, I would have placed my gun differently and stuff like that. So that would be something I would say should be incorporated, is that when you're going to introduce new mechanics or a new machine into the level, just make a quick mention of it, like, hey, this is what it does, so that the person playing can make a better decision on where they're gonna put their guns and stuff. But other than that, the game is fun, but you can definitely tell that it is a game in which you are going to want to have multiple people to play with. So again, like I said, maybe adjusting the difficulty from a single player game to a multiplayer game. Like, you know, it would be cool to be able to actually select whether you're going to play single player or multiplayer, you know, or at least some way, shape, or form have the game realize that you're playing as a single player as opposed to a multiplayer group. But again, that is D-Corp. It is currently in early access, and if you like what you saw, you can pick this one up on PC and Linux. There is a free-to-play demo, but the game is going for $14.99 USD on Steam. And as always, as I like to tell you, that even if you cannot purchase the game at the moment, please go ahead and wishlist the game on Steam. As I always say, it does help the developers a lot. It helps them to end up in other people's recommendations. They can end up in the new and trends-worthy category on Steam. And sometimes, depending on how many purchases and wish lists they have, they can actually end up on the front page of Steam, which is a big thing. So, when in doubt, wish list it out. And again, a very big thank you to the developers and publishers of D-Corp for providing me with a free copy of the game to play on tonight's stream.